Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one furry boy, Never, and you're watching The Never Show. Yes, the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. Except no imitations, kids. We're the only game in town. And it's Wednesday again, my friends, but before we get started, I'd like to thank you all for being my YouTube friends. I don't know what I do to deserve you. I don't know what I'm doing to keep you. I just hope that you stick with me. I know I say stuff like this every week, but I am truly a grateful YouTuber to have YouTube friends like you. I don't know why you want to stick around with me, but I'm glad you do. Thank you. Aww. And with all that said, you came here to see a movie review. Let's get right into it, shall we? And today's movie is Detective Pikachu. It is a PG movie. It is an hour and 44 minutes. And it is an action, adventure, comedy. And I don't know why. Things don't make me laugh like they used to. But there are some funny moments and there is some levity here. It's just not levity enough for me to call it a comedy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say yes, I did ADD a little bit, and we'll explain why as we get further in. Our director was Rob Letterman. He did A Shark's Tale, Aliens, Monsters vs. Aliens, and the original Goosebumps film. And it's nice to see him move into this. There's a whole lot of writers, so hang on to your hats, folks, because, oh my gosh. The writing credits go to Dan Hernandez, Benji Sumet, Rob Letterman, who was our director, Double Threat, Derek Conley. The story was done by Dan Hernandez, Benji Sumet, and Nicole Perlman, I believe. I wonder if she's any relation to Ron Perlman. Don't know. Based on the works of Satoru Tajan, Ken Sugimura, and Kuchi Masamura. If I'm pronouncing it right, please let me know in the comments. Based on the characters of Aso Nihishida, Tomoko Hirora, and Haku Azura. If I pronounced any of those names right, let me know. And there's a lot of cast here, but we're just going to cover the people who meant something in this story. Ryan Reynolds as the voice of Pikachu. I feel that he does carry this movie on his shoulders. Like Atlas. You know what I'm saying? His stuff carried that. Justice Smith as Tim Gooden. I feel like his character development was underwritten, and in some places he didn't emote enough, and I just wish they weren't so dry and boring and sad in the beginning. Kathryn Newton as Stacey Evans. I love her. Only character with but she also gets a little dry in the middle. Bill Knightley, I love him. He can emote, and he can emote well, and he can do it even with such minimal dialogue. Ken Watanabe as Lieutenant Hida Yoshida. He didn't have much dialogue either, and some of the things he said I felt were very placeholder. And that's our cast first build, because there's too many of these people to read out loud, and some of them have names like girlfriend, boyfriend, and DJ. I don't want to waste your time. Our production companies were Legendary Entertainment, the Pokemon Company, Toho Company, because it's Pokemon, and Warner Brothers. Our distributor here in the good old United States of America. God bless America, land that I love, was Warner Brothers, special effects. And I know Temmie's going to fast forward through this, so let's just rock through it.
Motion Picture Company, MPC, Frame Store, Image, Engine Design, Proof, Industrial Light and Magic, part of the Trinity. Yes, Industrial VFX, LiDAR Guys, and Rodeo VFX. And that's a mouthful on any day, but you didn't come here to listen to me read names. You want to hear what I thought about the movie. And I know, I'm too serious about this sometimes, but I feel it's important to read off these things and talk about certain things. But movie, because I'm rambling.
I like it, but the acting is very dry. And for a Pokemon movie, I was really hoping for a little more upbeat stuff. I do believe Ryan Reynolds carries this film on his back. His dialogue and his comedy stylings basically carry the movie, and Detective Pikachu is so damn cute, but I feel like they did service for the fan base. If you're a casual Pokemon person like me who's been out of the game, the Pokemon game, for a while, you remember the anime, the manga, the game, the video games, and the card game, this is not going to be the film for you. I think this is reflected in the Rotten Tomatoes score, just to be honest with you, where it's a 64, and thank God it's not certified fresh. We're getting a little worried there. The certified freshes were getting handed out kind of posthumously. 81 is, a little low. But it's decent. And just to be honest, IMDb was a 7.1 out of 10. So it's good. But I just feel like it's very dry. And some of the comedy is there. It's just, with all the dryness in the movie and the acting from the character cast and not the Pokemon cast, it just left me wanting more from a film, and ADDing was in the cards for this. I do want to see what CinemaSins thinks, just because I love when they review things, and they just recently did Mortal Engines, and all I can remember from that movie was a whole lot of what the heck is going on and unrequited love. Just to be honest with you, there isn't really much I'm looking forward to in the next couple of weeks. Because other than, I think, John Wick, the third chapter, but I'm kind of tired of comic book movies, just to be honest with you, and I don't know what to say. Let's just leave it at that. I see Detective Pikachu as a TV watch. I'm not big on Pokemon anymore. I mean, the time has come and gone for me in the Pokemon world, and I've kind of lost interest in it. And this was a fun romp back to better times, but not much, just to be honest with you. It just wasn't I wanted more. I really wanted more from this movie. So I'm going to pass on a DVD buy, and I'm going to say this is a one-and-done theater watch. If you're a hardcore Pokemon fan, though, I suggest you see it and go see it now while it's in the theaters. So with all that said, if you like what you see in here, make sure you click that like button. Like what you like. Don't let YouTube tell you what you like. So if you like this and you click that like button, thank you. Remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed response. Tell me your realities, your fantasies, your tales of ennui, your tales of yay. If you like this movie, if you hated this movie, if you feel the way I do. It's decent, but it's dry and it's long, and you really want more from a Pokemon movie. But you enjoyed Ryan Reynolds and his commentary as Pikachu, then tell me in the comments. I really love reading your comments. It's the highlight of my day. I don't know what else to say. I miss them when they're not there. Please keep them coming. And I have to ask, I have an Amazon, I have a Patreon. It is not without your donations that keeps this channel afloat. You do not realize how little I have to do so much. Thank you for supporting my American dream. And with all that said, for a final time, because this is pretty much a running joke on my channel, if you want to see more of this nonsense, make sure you click that subscribe button and that little bell icon. It's more important now than ever because, of course, from what I read from YouTube things, that the bell icon needs to be on. So you get my reviews. If you don't watch one, then they skip you over for the next week, and then I disappear from your subscribe box. Is what I'm hearing for the bell. So hit that bell.
Ding. Ring a ding ding.
And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye!